Good morning. Happy Monday. It rained. Check it out. It rained. We had a nice shower this morning. Got half inch, a little bit more. That's good. Didn't get much over the weekend. We had a little bit there. What was that? Friday? Thursday? Something like that. And then finally got some more here again today. So that is good. We got more down to Berkey. It looks like about 3/4 of an inch. Also good. More chances throughout the day, but doesn't look super promising. So no irrigation today, but probably by Thursday, I would say we'll be thinking about starting it back up, Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll see. This morning we've got to head to Berkey and pick up that shuttle Miravis that we left down there. So I'm gonna go get my Chevy truck and we're gonna take that down, pick up that, bring it back here. I might see a couple of seed customers, ask about wheat and stuff here this morning, and we'll go from there. Somebody's getting a nice new air seeder. Very nice. So I'm on my way down here to Berkey, and I just got a call from my dad here about 20 minutes ago that said there was a really bad accident at this intersection up here, and they were out in our field. So he's like, why don't you go check it out and see what's going on? And well, there's nothing here, so I don't know. Just thought we would stop and look. There was an accident here because there's a sign down. Not in our field. They were in the field across the road. Okay, well, that's good. Well, we're here and by one of our cornfields, so we might as well walk out here and check it out a little bit and see what things look like. It's definitely muddy on top here. We've got about 3/4 of an inch of rain overnight, so that's good. All right, so let's take a look at this corn. We're gonna start at the bottom here. First thing I notice is that a lot of the bottom leaves have started to brown up and die off. More so than what we're seeing back at Waldron. That is a function of the dry weather that we've had. So in Berkey here, we had like half as much rain in July as we had at Waldron. It's just been very dry here. Now we've got a little bit of moisture now, so we're in decent shape. But it has definitely hurt this corn. These leaves are fired way back, yellowing. Even clear up on this leaf, we're starting to see it dying from the tip out. That's just the corn kind of shutting down those bottom leaves that aren't doing much and taking that energy into filling out the ear and keeping the upper foliage alive rather than worrying about the leaves on the bottom that aren't really doing that much at this point anyway. Leaves look relatively healthy. We see a few spots here and there. I don't know exactly what that is, if that's some gray leaf spot or something else. We did spray this hybrid with fungicide. Had the hay come in and do it, so I expect it to be relatively healthy still at this point. I do want to look sort of closely here, see if we've got any tar spot or anything to be concerned about. Oh, there are a few specks of tar spot, but nothing that I'm really that worried about in here. So let's take a look at some ears. Okay, we've got some interesting stuff going on here. So the ears, for the most part, look pretty good. We've got nice girth to them. We're starting to get some yellow kernels, so they're definitely progressing and getting bigger. But you'll notice on all of them, we've got some tip back, where the tips of the kernels aren't filled out or going to be good kernels all the way to the end of them. So why is that? Well, there's actually two different reasons here, and it shows up pretty obviously. So we're going to look at this here, right here. Can you guys see how, so we've got yellow kernels at the base, and then they start to taper off here, and then you get to about right there, and all of a sudden they're really small little kernels. Well, the difference is, obviously, these ones here pollinated just fine. They're growing, they're still alive, they're going to produce harvestable kernels. This section right here, pollinated, started to develop, and then aborted. So those are what we lost due to dry weather. The corn plant was optimistic when it pollinated and said, we're going to fill out all these kernels, make lots of seeds. And then it started getting dry, and it's like, oh crap, I don't have enough moisture to support all of that. We've got to stop. We've got to cut back, protect what we can, produce as many as we can, but let's not waste energy producing kernels that we're not going to have enough moisture and nutrients to finish. So that's why it aborted these ones off. Now the ones on the very tip here, they never actually got pollen. So whether we stopped shedding pollen because of the dry weather. The silks stopped growing because of the dry weather. The ear kept growing because we got a little shot of rain after there was no pollen there. Whatever reason, this portion never pollinated. That was never going to produce a kernel. This portion aborted because of dry weather. Same thing right here. We've got right there and right there is different. About right there and right there. So clearly our top end yield potential is limited here. It's not bad, but it's limited because we lost the tips of those kernels. So I'm going to pull a couple of these ears here, or one of them, and just count kernels and rows and see what we got. So this ear is 18 rows around. To right there where my finger sits is 34 kernels. So we definitely lost 10 to 15 on the tip there. That would have been nice to have. But if you take 18 times the 32 or 34, whatever I just said, I'd have to see what our population is here. I don't have my tape measure to count, but figure 28,000 ears. I wonder where that puts us. At 90,000 kernels in a bushel, that puts us right around 190 bushel corn. I would say that's probably fairly accurate. This may be 200 bushel. We may get, 85,000 kernels in a bushel instead of 90, but yeah, we're in that ballpark. So another thing, you'll notice this corn we're standing in right now, I've been walking back towards the end. It's sort of pale yellow. It's really firing down here at the bottom. We've got this very distinct yellowing down the midrib of the leaves where the edges stay green. The center fires up. That is nitrogen deficiency. One of the issues that I have isolated, things that I need to do better on our anhydrous bar when I get to the ends, or when I make the turn or coming into the turn, one way or the other, probably coming out of the turn, I'm not getting the bar turned on fast enough. And we're getting a gap where it's not getting enough nitrogen there, and it's showing up later in the season with yellow corn right on the gaps on the end of the rows. So it's only for about 10 or 15 feet there, but some of that corn is not getting enough nitrogen, and well, I can see it now. Well, there's some mud on the road. There was for sure an accident here this morning, but it was out in the beans. You can see the tracks out there. So neighbor's field, not good for them, but it wasn't our corn. We were down here spraying our fungicide last week, and we're done now, so we got to take this shuttle back to Waldron and get it cleaned out and emptied. We'll just put that little bit that's in there into some jugs or something and save it for next year. That'll work. All right, we made it back. We got to get that unloaded, and then we're gonna fill up some empty jugs with what's in there, which you're not really supposed to do, but I don't want to keep that shuttle for a year, so we're gonna do it anyway. So I gotta get the forklift, and we'll do it on the concrete here. Dad's got the forklift over on the other side of the barn. I think I've shown you, he's been working on closing in the eaves on this barn. He has just about made it all the way around now. Putting lights in, the whole 9 yards. He's doing a really nice job. But I get that question sometimes with his sawmill, what does he do with all the lumber? Well, there's where he's using up a bunch of it. Well, there's a little over 26 gallons there. That's good. Stuff's like $200 a gallon, so there's a lot of dollars there. I think the reason that we have extra is because when I had ordered fungicide, I had factored in the irrigated field, and they didn't actually use any of the fungicide that I had pre-bought on the irrigated field. They used additional stuff, and so this would have covered that, more or less. All right, we got another tote all rinsed out. Those 3 all need to get returned. Oop, but we're done with that. Okay, well, we got that shuttle emptied. We need to go see how much it rained in our irrigation field. Because, well, if it wouldn't have rained this morning, we'd probably be irrigating right now. It was getting dry again, and we had missed stuff, but it did. Well, how much? I talked to the one neighbor east of here, and they said they had over 1 inch this morning, and no more to the north. So I don't know. Let's go find out. Our rain gauge is leaning a little bit. I don't know how accurate this is, but we had at least 6/10. Oh, that's good. That's real good. And I mean, it might rain some more today. I don't know. Okay. 6/10. How can I make that stand up straighter? We'll try that. Yeah. So today's Monday. We'll keep an eye on it this week, but probably looking at Thursday or Friday with no more rain. If we get some more this afternoon, we won't irrigate at all this week. Yay! That'd be awesome. Corn still looks really good. Let's go find the spot. Look at the progress. Yeah, this corn looks real good. Real good. I need to get a tape measure and start carrying it with me. We need to start taking stand counts. Harvestable ears. Compared to that corn we were in this morning, we're a little greener on the bottom, although you do still see some yellowing on these bottom leaves. That's just how much more nutrients this is using, because we've had plenty of water up here. So we're able to get the nutrients into the plant for the most part, although we did get dry a couple of times. I probably didn't keep up high enough with the irrigation and stuff, but yeah, we got some smut growing. It's no good. I don't think it really hurts anything, but it's there. Sorry, anyway. We've put a lot more nitrogen on this than that stuff down to Berkey and what we were looking at this morning. It's just that the corn is demanding so much more because there's so much more corn here. So these ears, again, they don't look super impressive until you realize how many of them that there are. I mean, there isn't anything about those ears of corn that would make you say this is going to be really good corn. Nothing at all. They're average. They look good. They don't look great, but there's 40,000 of them, where normally we would have 30 or 28 or less, and so we were able to produce a lot more of them. And I think that's the key to getting super high yields, is getting lots of ears, not necessarily really big ears. Or I could be completely full of it and this is 220 bushel corn and it's been a total waste of time. We'll find out in a couple months, won't we? How about that? It's raining. Look, new box of goodies sitting here waiting for me. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. A whole bunch of good stuff. Sweet. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get any more rain. It looks like there is rain that way, but not here, so bummer. Anyway, not a super productive day for me, but we at least got that chemical shuttle cleaned up and ready to return. And I did get some computer work done. I had some bills to pay. I had to renew pesticide applicator license, got that done. And my trip this morning to go get that chemical shuttle, I stopped and talked to 3-4 different potential seed customers. So that was good, but not good for videoing purposes. Anyway, I am heading down to the seed warehouse. We're going to put this truck inside there, swap them out kind of, and then probably heading in and going home because it's after 5 and I'm done. So tomorrow I am spending the day with Tony, my sales rep. We are going to stop and see a couple of my other seed customers, go walk some fields. I don't know that I'll be able to make a video with that, so we will see. I'll try, but it's not fun filming around other people. So anyway, when I get back from that tomorrow, we'll see what time it is. We might find something to do. Later in the week, it's supposed to be nice weather, cooler and dry. So we're going to try and work on dirt work around my house, moving a bunch more dirt up here. I'm going to try and give the neighbor a call and see if he can come and help me with his equipment, help do the grading and stuff. I can haul the dirt, I can't level it off real well, so we're going to get some help with that. But anyway, thanks for watching today. Hit that like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and we'll see you again when we see you.